Hello everyone, it's Rider here, and this is my video response to Larkin's Lair for his challenge which is the Out of Your Comfort Zone challenge. And I watched his video, I thought he was quite cool, and I really wanted to take part, and I've been waiting for payday, to be honest. I knew what I was going to pick up for this, but I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. Now, I went round Burton yesterday, a local town, and I did a pretty cool toy haul, and I realised I forgot to go into B&M to pick up the item I was going to pick up. So I went back down to a local one today, and I was going to pick up one of those Fortnite figures. I think they are McFarlane Toys. And I obviously wanted Peely the banana, but I was just going to pick up another one. They do look pretty cool, so I was going to get one of those. But there's something spotted my eye, and it's a figure from McFarlane Toys. I haven't got any of this line at all. I don't know anything, I don't think, from McFarlane Toys, so I suppose this is kind of the out of my comfort zone because I have none of this line or anything like that. But I probably will get more of these. It is the Stranger Things 7-inch Chief Hopper. This was the only one on the shelf. I haven't seen these in there before. And the card is battered. At first I thought, oh, maybe it's meant to be battered. And I think it kind of is meant to be like worn and damaged, like it's from the 80s. But this has got some damage here and here. And I wanted to pick it up, and I thought it'd be cool for this challenge. So I am going to open it. I'm not going to... Oh, I've lost my blade. I'm not going to keep it in the package, even though I am tempted that the actor who plays this guy, and his name's gone off the top of my head at the moment, actually is at the Liverpool Comic Con that I'm going to meet Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. So I might see if I can pick up another one of these and maybe get this signed. Now, I think there's 2 in this wave. There's 11 here, and I haven't seen this season yet. But there's 11 here, and obviously Chief Hopper. Let's try and get this out of the box. I don't know why I'm being so careful with it, because the box is absolutely trashed. Also, they've kind of made this box so you could reseal it. Oh, I've destroyed it now. Absolutely destroyed the box. Never mind. So, let's open it up. Let's see what the first impressions are. So, he's got a Thue-like shirt. I'm sure he wears stuff like this with metal t-shirts underneath. He's got the dad bod on the go. Nice tight joints. Feels very Necker-like in a way. Yeah, some nice little detail there on the head. Yeah, his arms, well, they do go in a little bit of a wider stance on this one, but yeah, pretty nice. I like the texture on the jeans. Look at that bot. Yeah, pretty nice. One thing I have noticed is that you can see the ratchets in the knees. Could have been done a little bit better, I suppose. Paintwork's really good. This wrist joint here is, oh dear, it's very, very loose. Yeah, I don't know if you can see these wrist joints are very, very odd. Very odd. I don't know if these... There's another hand here, so I don't know how these are meant to actually go on or off. Right, so these go on and off like that, but the peg hole in this, is really, really delicate. In fact, I'm probably going to try and push that back through. So I've switched this round to hands in front of the camera so I can talk about this figure a little bit better and talk about the problem I've just had to try and resolve. So, this has been the major issue with this figure. You see this little tiny pin here, or peg, that just basically, A, I don't think he's quite long enough, and B, he was not tight enough. So you can see what I've had to do. I've taken this assembly apart, and what I've done is I've put it back together, evened it out inside, and I've put a little bit of super glue on the outside just to hold that peg in place. Still got all the rotation and all the movement in there, so it's exactly how it should be. It's just a little bit more secure. And as you can see with this hand, hear that little clip? It pegs on quite nicely, and I think the figure looks pretty cool. Now the problem happens with this hand. So this is the hand that holds a mobile phone. It's got a peg in it like so. And I don't want to do this. Is probably the last time I ever take this hand off, to be honest with you. But you can see I've tried to shave a little bit of plastic off because this would not go on there. And no matter how hard you try, there is no clip, and it holds kind of okay, like that. But as soon as you put a bit of weight in there, and let's face it, this is a whole purpose. Oh, well, you can see it doesn't hold very well at all. You can kind of get away with it, but it literally isn't pegged on. So it looks like, rather than being at the height of technology, my chief hopper here is going to be an alcoholic, which is fine by me. I think it's pretty cool. So I think you'll agree, sculpt wise here, this thing is beautiful. It's really well done. I like the paintwork, I like the sculpt. Where this figure, and this is, as I said, this is my first real engagement with McFarlane Toys. Where it lets down is the engineering. So, I mean, you can see the ratchet in the knee there. You don't see that on NECA or even some Black Series figures and Marvel Legends. Pins in the arm I'm cool with. This whole wrist assembly I'm not a fan of. Really not a fan of. I'd sooner have the pegs on the hands and all the mechanisms in the hands rather than the other way around. But you know what? I think he looks okay, and for £10 that I paid for him, I'm kind of happy with him. Articulation wise, you don't get a lot in the head. The arms can do a full 360 and go out like so. You've got a elbow rotation. Wrist can go up and down, and it can also do a full 360. Nothing at the waist. Legs can go about that far back and that far forward, but you do get a knee that goes 90 degrees, and you get an ankle rocker. So there you are. This was my out of my comfort zone challenge, and somehow I've gone back into my comfort zone of fixing toys. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and make this one for general viewing, so hopefully I'll get some comments back on it. But let you have my thoughts on your thoughts on the video, the figure, and everything else. And cheers, Larkin, for the challenge. Until next time, I'm Zork Rider. I'll catch you again soon.